Hey, back again. Hope everyone is doing well. Everyone is doing awesome, living their best life. If not, make your next move your best move. All right, so why I no longer wear pants. It's been close to 10 years since I have worn pants in public. Um, yeah, so and honestly, yeah, it's even rare in house that I wear pants. So the reasoning behind it, this is something that if I don't get asked why, people just assume that I am, I don't know what, some type of religious affiliation. I don't know if it's, I don't know, whichever one, where they have to wear the women have to wear skirts. And I don't really want to start naming denominations and such. So, So I always honestly just roll with that. They assume that's what it is, so I roll. I mean, of course, I absolutely love God. I believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I believe in God, all of that. I grew up in the church, absolutely. But my entire time in church, I still wore jeans outside of Sunday. If it wasn't Sunday, what would I want to wear? A skirt was like an occasional thing, and it came a point in my life where I knew it was coming. I felt it. Um, you know, God laid it on my heart, but I thought it would be like when I was maybe, you know, older and married maybe. Um, but I just didn't think it was like a, kind of a right then and there thing. And for me, it was. So, and I am not, please, I am not making this video to say that this is what every woman should be doing. I am not saying that at all. I do not believe in blanket anything. I don't believe in blanket shots, blanket medicines, blanket, when I say blanket, I mean one thing that goes for everyone, that works for everyone because everything doesn't, everything isn't for everyone. Everyone's path is different. We are so, um, this path is so individual, and that is, one of the reasons why I broke away, from church and any organization really. And even growing up, I wasn't a part of a lot of things. Really, I really wasn't a part of a lot of groups because I believe in individuality, and I know that God has a special task for each and every one of us. I love it. Even if there is a gift that you share with someone else, your gift will be used in a different way to reach a different set of people. You figure deals me? So, with that being said, for me, um, pants were a no for me for a couple of reasons. One, um, there was definitely, even still now, I'm just going to use present terms because the reason that I had then are the same reason now. One, I felt like femininity was lost. Femininity is lost for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely see women who are, you know, fighting against this whole feminism thing. Um, this whole we can do it just as good, if not better than men, and this, that, and the third. And it's like, for me, I appreciate the contrast between men and women. I am a heterosexual, feminine female that appreciates the opposite. Um, of course, Anybody, and this is, and I'm sorry, I wouldn't even teach, my daughter. Oh, you can do anything. And it's like, no, I mean, or maybe you can, maybe, yeah, but should you? Is it really right for you? Is it going to be the best thing for you in the long run? Probably not. Um, they make belly shirts and spandex and G-strings and sizes up to 6X, for the average person. They may not think that that is something that someone of a certain size should be wearing. Can they? Of course. Should they? Yeah. Question mark. So, so first of all, that was one half of it. One half is I totally embrace my femininity, and I found that at the time it was so hard to find skirts, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's just getting out of hand. It's like now, do they not want any women anymore? Like, we can't be women and we can't be feminine. We can't be the emotional creatures that we are. I mean, I'm not afraid of being who I am myself. Um, I'm not afraid of that. And I don't feel like my worth is tied to um, being in competition with a man. And that competition um, in the workplace, in sports, whatever you want to call it, I mean, or anything, I mean, it transfers into relationships. So, you have this, I'm just as good, I can do the same thing, I can do better. And you transfer that mentality into a relationship, and it's like, okay, literally, who's wearing the pants over here? You know? Um, I am so safe and secure in my femininity that there is not a woman or a man who could make me feel otherwise, could make me feel less than because of who I am. You know, you have to have a confidence. And I think women have lost their confidence to be women. We've lost our confidence to take care of our children. Now, if you stay home and take care of your child, you're considered lazy. You're considered crazy. God forbid you breastfeed the thing. Like, God forbid, you know? So, all these things that have been taken away from us as women, um, I find it, I find great pleasure in holding on to. Now, let us not get it twisted. I am feminine as well as masculine. All of us are. So when it comes time to fix some plumbing, change the oil on my car, I don't know what else have I mean, I've done so many things. Fix whatever, pick up a drill, pick up a hammer, whatever, anything, whatever all those other, can do women. Yeah, of course I can do it. Yeah, absolutely. And I do it on a daily basis. Literally, like every day. Um, but it would be nice not to have to do it. Of course. But out of necessity, I do it. I'm not the damsel in distress feminine. No, not at all. That is not what a virtuous woman is. A virtuous woman is not, a woman that just sits back and allows, you know, a man or other people to do everything for her because she just can't. Oh, she's just so delicate. The whole delicacy thing, it comes with our emotions. We are as delicate as flowers. We are, and I embrace that as well. And I don't allow myself to deal with men who don't embrace that as well. Um, this whole feminist movement has made men harsher towards women. Things that they should be doing, they don't even do anymore because women have given off this I got it mentality. I mean, Of course, I mean, yeah, I can do the things that a man does, but okay, if I lift, 70 pounds every day, for work, you know, I may not be able to have a child, later on down the line. That may mess me up. I mean, anything, whatever. And I'm just saying, that's just an example, please. Um, but it's just there are things we're not built the same. We're not built the same at all. And so the other half, which is the more important half, I just knew it was just God led for me. Um, and when you're in a relationship, I feel like I totally believe that, excuse me, you shouldn't do anything that um, incites the lust of another person. And I think that's not even just relationship. I just think that's in general. When you incite the lust of, I don't know. I remember one time I went to this. I mean, it was a back. It was a house church. I'm gonna say that. And the man, he was preaching, and he said, I was just visiting. And he said, yeah, and y'all women out here showing your titties, you're pedophiles. And I was just like, oh, snap. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought about it. Of course it was shocking. But when I thought about it, I'm like, wow, when you walk around, with your boobs hanging out, your Daisy Dukes, your thighs and everything, and you got, 11, 12, 13-year-old boys looking at you, wishing, wondering, you know, brushing up against you by mistake, mistake. But it's like it made sense to me. It clicked for me, you know. And I said, yeah, it's not cool. So that's when I chose a more modest approach to my clothing. I got rid of every pair of pants because I mean jeans, and we all know, all us thickums out here, you already know. I mean a good pair of jeans with some stretch, every nook and cranny, every nook and cranny. You know what I mean? So, and don't get me wrong, a skirt can make it look like something too now. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like you don't get the real nook and cranny effect from a skirt. Especially depending on how you wear it, whatever size, whatever. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. God led me, and if I was led, and I wouldn't be surprised, and don't y'all be surprised if you see me coming out with some 3/4 of cloth, whatever the thing, hijab or whatever on, then that's just what it is. It's just what it is. Because if I am involved, if I'm married, and I'm totally secure, I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm not looking for anything else, who cares? I don't care whether you know what my shape looks like. I don't care if whether I could be bald headed or not under this thing. I don't care. That's not for your eyes, it's for my man's eyes. Period. So that's just me. This is all me. Okay? It's a yes for me. All right? So that's just that. Of course, I welcome any questions for anyone who actually watches this video. Um and yeah, I do everything out of the love for God and for his people. And we're just all striving every day to be the best that we can be. That's it. That's it. Live in peace, but the greatest of these is love. Love you guys. Take care.